This house actually was built 200 years ago. The house was built with huge fireplaces and a whole core here, so we ended up wood heating. By myself, it became more and more a chore. I realized you don't wood heat by yourself. I was starting to flip on that furnace in the morning to get a jolt of heat. And I was ready to move into the 21st century with this old house. The idea of going geothermal and solar was attractive. HeatSmart was the beginning, and so started going to workshops. HeatSmart provided the opportunity to meet three different purveyors. There's a geothermal field out there. It was an old garden space, but the gardens had gotten smaller, so I decided to commit that space to the coiling in the ground. And then I think by the fall, they had put in the solar panels, and by December, I think the system was up and running. That's what the geothermal does. Taps the Earth's warmth and brings it in, and then the solar takes that and bumps it up to the temperature that you want to run your house at. The first winter we were here, and I don't think there was even dampers in the chimneys. We had so little sense of heating a house or what it took. I remember there was a big carpet here that every time you opened the door, closed the door, it would go so that this air was just constantly going out. You know, as soon as I committed to putting in the geothermal and the solar, I was encouraged to tighten up the envelope. And I'd never heard the expression, but it was to make the house tighter. And I think I'd already committed to insulation. I'd done an insulation early on, and it turns out that was amazingly transforming in the house, was to insulate it fully. There's a dust and dirt that's connected to wood heating, and I found with the geothermal, especially when I've got the fan running all the time, that the air is circulating in the house, and it's much cleaner air. I'm breathing better. Some of my respiratory issues have disappeared. It was this feeling of comfort and confidence in having a warm house to come home to, being able to have company come and stay upstairs in the bedrooms, to be able to have a studio upstairs, so all of a sudden could work upstairs in the wintertime when I just didn't do that. I would bring stuff downstairs to work on. The geothermal also offered an opportunity to run an air conditioning. So I have that kind of year-round capacity up there. Whoever occupies this house in the future, they will have that luxury of having that installed. It has liberated me to, focus on other parts of my life than just surviving. And not worried about it, to come into the house and it's not the first thing I have to do is get a fire going. And I feel safe that we have the solar power that we can tap into. I think we're on the cusp of a real energy evolution revolution. It's exciting.